Hi, everybody. I'd like to call the October 27th Parks and Rec Commission meeting to order at 5:31 p.m. Can we do a roll call, please?
Yeah. Commissioners, when I call your name, please indicate that you are present. Chair Moralia,
Present.
Vice Chair Nagaya,
Present.
Commissioner Admire,
Present.
Commissioner Ferguson,
Present.
Commissioner Davis is excused, Commissioner Diaz is excused, Commissioner Fine,
Here, present.
Commissioner Finland,
Present.
Commissioner Phillips is excused, Commissioner Roddy is not present. Thank you. We have a quorum.
Great. The agenda was posted in accordance with the laws or whatever of Palm Springs last Wednesday before 5:30 p.m. Did everybody have a chance to review the minutes? Are there any changes to the minutes? If not, can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
Second.
Roll call approval. Chair Moralia,
Approved.
Vice Chair Nagaya,
Approved.
Commissioner Admire,
Approved.
Commissioner Ferguson,
Approved.
Commissioner Fine,
Approved.
Commissioner Finland,
Approved.
motion approved. Everyone else? Doing it?
So let me guess, this is why you're all here. Public comment. Just listen to my little disclaimer, if you will. This time has been set aside for members of the public to address the Parks and Recreation Commission on agenda items and items of general interest within the subject matter jurisdiction of the commission. Although the commission values your comments pursuant to the Brown Act, it generally cannot take any action on items not listed on the posted agenda. 3 minutes are assigned for each speaker. Do we have like a representative, or do y'all want to talk? Come on up.
Hi there, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Hello.
All right. My name is Jackie Bowman, and I am the president of Tacos Creek Women's Golf Club. I'm here because I love to recreate. Of course, I'm a big golfer, but as you know, by our members here, many of the gals are really into golf. One of the reasons that Palm Springs appealed to me so much was all the opportunities that I had, whether it be hiking, biking, pickleball, swimming. I'm an avid swimmer, and I really admire how this Park and Recs Commission has supported all of those activities. I don't think golf is supported very strongly in this community by our city leaders, and I would love to see that change. And I would love to get help from this committee and this commission to represent the interests of our community members for specifically public golf. We are not members of private country clubs. We can't afford it. We're out on the course when we see the Learjets flying over, and those folks are going down Valley to play private country clubs. They're very exclusive. We do have access to that. The fee increase specifically that there are passed, I guess the city already adopted it. I know you guys, I guess you're just taking over the golf course. I understand. Maybe it's been a month that the Parks and Rec group has really overseen the golf courses. It was under a different jurisdiction prior. That's my understanding. But it's unacceptable for us to have a 64% fee increase. Okay, we're talking green fees going up almost to $100 from high 50s. I finally read this report that the notorious consultant of fees, and I understand the city's philosophy to try to do revenue neutral fee structures. I get it. I read it. It's a 213-page report. However, I also know with Parks and Rec that there are general goals of public recreation for the entire community that go beyond just fees paid for that particular, event or that activity. Pickleball, 6 million. Swim center, 7 million. That's got to get up to ADA standards. $7.4 million dedicated to the Dubuque Dog Park. It was in line items that one of our members just found in the budget. We're asking for a more reasonable increase. In the document that I saw that represented 10 seconds, it was a 18% increase. That would be $10. That would be about a $10 increase in green fees, and it went up $38. So it's just not representative of what the other groups. Thank you.
Can I yield my time to her?
Okay. Yes.
No, I can't.
Do that? Yeah.
Why not?
Of course you can. That's law. Go for it. I don't know.
It'll avoid a lot of repetition.
Oh, I figured that.
Yes. Do another round.
Okay. So, the consultant, I don't think he did his homework. Okay. I was a teacher for 34 years, and I can pretty much I recognize when people don't do their homework. I made a phone call today to the city of Palm Desert and La Quinta Park and Recs. They have their resident cards are $50 a year. Ours is proposed to go from $37 to $61. Again, a 65% increase just in the residence card to be able to pay the $100 green fees. Okay, so they pay at Desert Willow, which is a beautiful golf course. It's a beautiful facility. $52 to play that beautiful course. Okay, you should see the fairways. You should see the practice facilities, and the restrooms work. Okay, and they even have windshields on their cars.
We have good trees.
I love that.
Yeah.
La Quinta residents have their resident card for $50. It's a 3-year card for $150. They get to play Silver Rock for $49 as residents of La Quinta. And I think that somehow we've lost some balance. We lost some it's really outrageous to have these kind of fee increases. The last numbers I saw, it's almost a revenue neutral business, the golf course is. If you look at the numbers in the budget, there's service on one last debt. I think Ann might speak to that. I know this bond that has been out on the resort course is due to be paid off this year. Okay, so with COVID, golf increased dramatically. It was an activity that people could go safely and participate in outdoors. And I just think it's really short-sighted for this community to not support golf, and I hope this commission does. I do see that there's an open position on this commission. I'll volunteer to be on the committee. So if you need another person, and I just think we need some golf input because I don't feel like we're getting represented. And I would love any input you guys can give the city council that's not so hostile to the golf community of public golf. So that's pretty much most of the points that I made.
Come on up.
Ann Welsh, Tompkins Creek Golf Member as well. As Jack alluded to in the budget, we looked at that today. I sent a follow-up to the Department of Finance with a question about the numbers in the budget. As Jack mentioned, it essentially is a revenue neutral operation, operating revenue from core golf fees versus the consulting. But there's service of some debt that's in there that started in 24, 25 and goes, your budget just goes through 26, 27. So if the consultants included that in their analysis and that drove the spike in the cost and in their full cost analysis, that's just wrong, right? And so I guess I would like to request somebody look at that, and if that drove it, if they made a mistake, there's a lot of detail that they had to go through, right? And if they missed it, if that's a part of it, let's address it. I mean, like Jackie said, we've got a lot of people that are committed to the league. We drive a lot of only in our league, but in the summertime league, as well as team events. We draw a lot of people into the public course and get exposure for it. So we want to continue playing there, and we need to be able to afford it. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys can say anything?
Yeah.
Anybody else want to say anything?
No.
Come on up.
So I realize that the bond has been going on for a long time. I realize that after the bond is gonna be over, that it's gonna be a very profitable for the city of Palm Springs. I don't understand. Wait, let's look at the crowd. Anybody under 50? Thank you. We're all on fixed incomes. We came to Palm Springs to retire. I've heard it said it's God's waiting, but we'll just go somewhere else after that. I come from San Francisco, where Harding Park is one of the most famous golf courses, public golf courses in the world. Now, if you go to San Francisco right now to play golf, you're going to pay $250 for the Harding Park. But if I live here, I'm going to pay $45, and that's in San Francisco. Well, let's face it, the finances are way more than they are, and the prices are way more than they are here. It is a municipal golf course, so therefore you should take care of the people who live in the municipality. Not only that, on the outside of this building it says the people of Palm Springs, and we are part of the people. And after that bond's paid off, the profit that golf course is going to make is going to be quite substantial. Really interesting fact is that on some days, the driving range itself, they hit 30,000 golf balls, and it's $15 for a large pocket. So I don't see how you need to increase the fees on the people who live in your municipality. Thank you.
Anybody else? Come on up.
Good evening. I am part of the snow that comes down from Canada. My wife and I, lovely wife and I, have been here for 15 years. Going on. I have 10 of these shirts. That, of course, has been our bread and butter for 2, 3, maybe 4 times a week. The thing that has gotten to me lately in the last couple of years is that my friends who come down to visit us they'll want to play 4 or 5 times a week. Now they come down, and because of the prices, they can only play 2, maybe 3 if they push it times a week out of 7 days. So you're losing revenue like crazy. It was a lot easier for us back then, and as one of our vice presidents says, we're all on fixed income, and with the price of food and everything else, gas going up, it's not getting any easier for us. But we'd like to stay there. And I heard something very disturbing today, that part of the men's club was talking about moving one day. So 140 players, you won't be getting revenue for that day. If we do move, it goes. So I'd really like you to consider on how much you want to increase, and please make more reasonable. Thank you. My name is Rick Gullis, G-U-L-Y-A-S.
Thank you.
I want something briefly here. How y'all doing?
Good.
My name's Robert Arnett, part of the men's club. And we are about 150 members strong as a men's club. During the season, we field on average 128 players. I think the women's club has probably that many also. We play twice a week. We play all year long, 52 weeks of the year. We bring a lot of revenue to that. And after we're done playing golf, with the 19th hole, we'll probably spend another $300 or $500 in that restaurant. Everybody in that club is on fixed income. Literally, I choose everybody. Most guys are. And we play public golf because it's affordable. The new rates have really made it so to the point where we can't play twice a week. We may not play once a week. We may go someplace else because we can go drive 30 miles and play for half the price. And you know, that's just my comments. You know, we're a bunch of guys that want to play golf, stay local, support the community. And yeah, so that's my point.
Thank you. Anybody else?
How's it going?
Hi, Mary Beth Tarrant. I'm part of the Chocolate Creek Women's Club. I live right across the street from the golf course, so needless to say, it's one of my favorite places. I just wanted also to mention that the women come by on a Tuesday and we are there for lunch and support that restaurant, Jose, and all of the women that work there. And we do put a lot of money there, and we love it there. And the other thing I want to mention too is if you watch the women play on Tuesday, you know, maybe for the men too, is our women are out of the car putting sand in the divots and all kinds of things because we care about that course. And that's the kind of players we are. We're breaking those bunkers where we get behind some other travel groups or whatever. Any of that. So I just want to say we care about the course when we're there. And I just wanted to bring that up. Thank you.
Thank you.
One thing to say too.
Okay.
I'm gonna speak in regards to course condition. My name's Cornelia Rice, and as my husband already said, and the ladies have already said, you know, we've been with that course one time. Now, we've been asking to have sand in those bunkers. A lot of places we have mud and we have rocks. We don't have that. You're asking to increase the rates. We also have fairways that need some work, quite frankly. They're doing the best they can, but they need some work. And again, you're asking to increase the rates. Are you increasing the rates and are they going to improve the condition of the course? Are you going to put some decent sand? Because there isn't it now. You can't use it. So those are my things. The condition of the course is really important. They try to keep up in regards to the condition of the area where we're able to, where the driving range is. But that needs a little work as well. They're doing the best they can with what they've got. But I don't think it's the some of the future has a lot of us go to someplace else. And I'm really in trouble. That's my 2 cents.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Just a quick comment on the bunkers. When we asked the gentleman who's in charge with the golf, with the people you have taking care of the golf course, he says, "Don't hit its bunker." So, can you put sand in the bunker? He says, "Don't hit its bunker."
He's a young guy, by the way.
So, one of the issues that I would like you to know that our league contributes to the high school, Cathedral City High School Girls Golf League, and this year we're also going to support the Palm Springs High School girls. And during our holiday parties, we have a 50-50 raffle,
And 50% of that money goes directly to the high school girls. And we also support the first team for the children of Palm Springs. So I just want to know that we also are contributing to the community. We're not just out there, you know, playing golf. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Just a question. Any of you guys golf?
Alex does.
Right,
Not here.
not here. Am I on?
I don't.
Alex Phillips, who's on the committee, she's the GM at O'Donnell.
No.
She supports public golf. That's a great idea.
Just so you guys know, we're not allowed to answer questions, right? They can because they're city staff, but we're volunteers. But normally during commissioner's comment, I would make a suggestion that we start a golf ad hoc committee so that you guys do have a voice. But I want to let you know that now in case you don't want to stay until commissioner's comments. But you're free to
Thank you.
have your
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
My name's Diane Michela. I live in the Fairways community, which is diagonally across from Topwitz. I've been involved for over 20 years. And I echo the sentiments of what has been said already, so I'm not going to repeat that. But one aspect that I think is really important is the sense of community. We would not know one another. All of these people here would not know one another if we did not play golf and we were not part of Women's League. And between the two leagues, we're talking 300 people. And if that's the goal or the thrust of this group, this recreation commission, well then this is happening right now. We do not want the ability to recreate taken away from us because of the financial aspect. So we hope that that does not happen because it's too good of a thing. And as you stated, we are not 50 years old or younger. Not even close.
I hesitate to say this, but anybody else? I mean, you guys have already, now you know what the plan is to move forward, but of course you're welcome to see our backs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for listening. Of course, appreciate it.
Thanks, you guys.
If there are any members on Zoom who would like to speak, please use the raise hand feature to indicate that you would like to speak.
Oh, thanks.
No members on Zoom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, everyone.
Could I ask one question?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm a golfer, but I'm also a swimmer.
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. We have one more public comment.
All the golfers.
Yeah,
That's okay.
no, you're fine.
Yeah, the golf, the laboratories don't.
Here's our representative.
I was also supposed to get, facility.
Did you hear her speak?
And the shot. So I was just wondering, why is the pickleball thing being worked on and when is the forgotten pool? It's in the plan to fix it. But when is that going to happen? That's my question. I'd love to know that. And I asked the pool people and they say, well, that'd be a good question to ask them. Because nobody there seems to know.
Right, if it's not on our agenda, like I
Oh,
said,
we can't
we can't
Okay.
answer it for you.
Okay.
But
Well, do I call somebody else?
what's the general email for Parks and Rec?
Rec info at Palm Springs.
And they just ask the general question?
Yes.
You bring that.
Yes, we can
And
do
it
that.
comes to us too. So.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, we definitely get, that way we get you all the details.
Why don't you just email me and then we'll get you, okay?
Okay, no, I was just hearing that's an issue too. I do pickleball. Yeah. So,
Thank you.
thank you, you do a great job. I love the pool. It's clean.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
But the locker rooms and the golf course need fixing too. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, can I get your name, ma'am?
Ann Geller.
That cleared the room.
I'm gonna guess there's no more direct, I mean, there's no more public comment.
Would you like us to move that?
Your choice, wherever you're comfortable.
Well, there's no one here now, so I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Make it easier to hear everybody.
I was over there before.
Come on.
We're gonna go with
Come to the table. Just come to the table.
we're gonna go with the cool kids.
Have a name flag for you.
I just felt.
I'm gonna hide over
I'm with you.
And then.
Director's report,
Yes.
or assistant
Yeah,
director's
that's me
report.
today.
Oh, where's Nick? I didn't even realize.
Wow.
That's recorded. Okay, thanks very much. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with an overview of the city council agenda items. So October 8th session was canceled, but at the October 22nd session, 2 items were presented. The first was a Village Fest presentation regarding a new marketing plan that will be implemented in the next year, which includes a refresh of the brand and incorporating more activations in order to bring more locals back and increase vendor participation. The second item was an amendment to increase the city's cost for in-kind services for the Pride event from $125,000 to $350,000. This was a reallocation of funds, so there was no impact to the budget. Over the last month, we've had a few additions. The first is TJ Peterson. The second is Jose Correa.
Korea.
Sorry. So TJ holds a degree in liberal arts from the University of California, Riverside. He's a local to the city of Palm Springs. Tim brings a multitude of experience in many areas of customer service to the swim center team. And then Jose brings about 13 years of experience in the recreation field with extensive expertise in community engagement, program development, and large-scale special events. In his role as the new special events manager, he will oversee that division and coordinate parades, festivals, and seasonal celebrations that bring community tourists together. So our recruitment update, we have actually 4 positions underway. So the recreation program assistant, there's actually 2, one at the leisure center and one at JOJ. We're currently accepting applications for that, and we actually extended the deadline for another week, I believe. Lifeguard position, the selection has been made and they're in the hiring process. And then we have a maintenance mechanic position, which is an internal promotional opportunity. And that closed and we're reviewing applications.
So does that mean we now actually have enough lifeguards?
Yeah.
Once
there was
this one's hired?
There was a little bit of turnover.
Oh.
So 2 people left.
Okay.
One went back to school.
That's
one, I think both went back to school actually. So a little bit of turnover, but we're not quite fully staffed yet.
Almost there. All right, so what else has been happening? So we have our Pee Wee Rec preschool program. So they took a trip to Riley's farm, not this Riley, different Riley. Students learned about farm animals, how to make cider from the apples they picked, and about life on the farm. Classroom lessons this month have included shapes, days of the week, and even continents. Come Ride With Us, so that's our bike group, JOJ. So this month they met and did some hands-on bike repair workshop where participants learned basic maintenance skills to keep their rides in top shape. And the group also participated in the Palm Springs High School homecoming parade. Next is the skate park. So we're featuring that this month. So they had a busy summer season serving over 1,900 visitors. In addition, the facility also hosted several events, including a back-to-school jam celebrating the start of the school year, which featured skate competitions, food vendors, and music. And then I don't know if you see there that they do quad lessons. Anybody know what that is? Old school roller skates.
Really?
Yeah.
We're reals.
All right, and then our department participated in a kickball tournament sponsored by the California Parks and Recreation Society, and they won the championship. Wow! Right. So there you can see them with the trophy, and we had about 11 or 12 people participate. Pretty exciting. Next, we had the Floating Pumpkin Patch event, October 18th, and it was attended by about 150 people. Families dove for pumpkins, participated in arts and crafts, and enjoyed the sunshine. Next are park maintenance highlights. All right, so our maintenance team has been hard at work keeping up with those ongoing projects. We wanted to highlight just a few of them. So this one is a concrete repair of the swim center that they completed. They also completed a restoration project as far as the bench at Wellness Park, as well as a planter refurbishment at that location as well. And now it's on to projects with John Ricky.
Okay, so the first one we have is the Demuth Park Pickleball Court Expansion Project. Groundbreaking event was held Thursday, September 25th. Construction, fencing, and demolition is underway, and the target completion date is still May 2026. So far, we have had minimal complaints, is what I've been hearing on this from noise, things like that. So,
So that
Sure.
speaker gets you.
Desert Island Park Playground replacement is the next one. So with the Measure J Commission approved an additional $200,000 in project funds for this. As we've got to the community meetings, there have been some additional requests for some revisions in the design, and that drove the cost a little bit more on the proposal we received. So Measure J was very gracious in providing that funding. We're still assessing the solar light options for that playground, but they will be implemented as part of the project, and we're hoping to commence that sometime early next year. So Ruth Hardy Park Playground replacement, we went to Measure J as well for this, and they approved an additional $110,000, which is pending city council approval since it's a new appropriation in project funds to help cover some of the change order costs that we ran into. The structure build outs in progress, pretty much almost complete there. Still a lot of surfacing work and a few other shade component aspects that we're working through. The shade, you can't see here, but the shade mask are actually up as of now. So it says we're going to commence this week, but they actually got it done on Friday. So good work there. That similar picture I just wanted to notate really quick too. There was a sewer manhole that we found in the middle of the park. Nobody knew it was there. But we found it, we removed it, and remediated that. So won't be a problem in the future.
That's what that big round thing is?
The sewer line.
It's crazy.
Well, they put a new section of pipe in there. They took out the manhole, the vertical.
Is the park usable? Because from I can see it from where I live, and it looks like it's ready to go. I haven't been close up though.
No, we still need to do the shade structure, the surfacing, all the final
It's
stuff.
still like
Oh yeah,
okay, gotcha.
it's up, but it needs all the fine tuning.
From-
and surfacing.
From
She's
And
excited.
the distance.
Tamarisk, it looks like it's
It's big.
gotta get on that slide.
Very nice, very nice.
So public art in the parks, the Artscapes in the Parks and Beautiful Shade received funding for the pad construction and installation in September 10th City Council meeting. I'm sure Aaron probably has some more detail on that when we get to there.
Yeah. Give an update on that.
The Pride section. Sure. The Pride Monument installation has been completed. The Hayes Memorial in Downtown Park, our plans are currently in review. I've been meeting with the artists and the installation team, coordinating with Aaron and the other city departments to make sure that goes off without a hitch. And the lawn chair installation is pending for the Downtown Park sidewalk area, hopefully sometime the end of this week. A few other quick project updates. We have the new stadium sign. You can see the rendering there. That's the order. The vendor came out and did the final measurements last week. So that should be in production this week, and hopefully we'll have it up soon. For Topwoods Creek Golf Course, the patio and canopy expansion project assessment underway. That is not the building. Just want to make sure that's clear. We know we're not touching the clubhouse. We're just looking at conceptual designs for possibly a larger footprint for the patio or a shade structure out there. The shade structure they have right now is in kind of rough shape.
I wish those guys were here now.
And then the Measure J projects, Barista Park feasibility study, the Palm Springs Stadium improvements, Topwoods Creek Trail Master Plan, and Ruth Hardy Park Fitness Area are all kind of in various different stages right now. Probably be a lot more this week kicking off over the next coming months into next year.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Do we still have the person who's updating all the projects on the website? Is somebody still doing that? Okay.
I'll run through this one really quick. So the library renovation projects, we received this from our engineering team. Construction has been, the fencing's been installed. The windscreen is actually up. You don't see that picture, but it is up now. Asbestos remediation has begun and demolition is under. So there.
All right, that's some updates. Not very many pretty pictures today.
That splash pad thing is right. That's exciting.
Yeah, so the splash pad, we are in beginning stages of commissioning in the next couple of weeks here. So, knock on wood. This thing will be up and running before Thanksgiving. So that is what we're tracking right now. But a few more things to go and some back and forth with the contractor on punch list items. But I'm cautiously optimistic. Victoria Park. So I know that this one's kind of pushed out a little bit, but we are going to council on the 12th to have them approve the plans and to go out to bid directly after that. So the intention would be to award the project the first week of January and start construction after that.
And that's specifically the restroom?
Specifically the restroom. So that will be to demolish the existing restroom
Yeah, it's gonna move
after the new restroom is built. So
Ah,
we'll build the new restroom, tie everything in, and then we'll demolish it. So we won't be without the restroom for more than a few weeks.
Great.
Oh, I've got a couple more if you want to.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I don't think you missed anything. Art in the Parks, John brought up, I'm working with the Director of Community Development right now, interfacing with the artists to get through permitting. And so that's just something to kind of keep in your back pocket. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we are going back and forth with the artists to get proper permits in place for footings for these art pieces. Couple more items that I didn't mention to you, Riley, but Pavilion and Leisure Center, we've been working through critical updates on HVAC repairs, replacing a lot of items in there, replacing items in our Sunrise plant right next door where we get main cooling for those buildings. Once we're through these sort of crucial repairs, we can look into any additional updates or anything that we need to do in those buildings. But that's kind of one of those things that just happens under the surface, but we are keeping that building cool. And then another item that I wanted to mention to the commission tonight is a generator. So there's a Measure J project that was approved well before I was here, which is generators for city facilities. And I'm currently working on pricing a generator to power all of the buildings in Sunrise. So after our big power outage this last summer, it really came to fruition that we have to get on that quickly. So that's in process right now. These are really long lead time items, and so I'm hoping that gets a little bit on this by the end of this year, so we can purchase and get rid of that.
Question. Is there any award or the progress of the swim center renovation or kind of where we are with that one? I know that we're waiting for approval, it's my understanding.
So that's not my team. Maybe John, if you,
I believe that,
that engineering has given us another update on that.
yes, I know they're getting ready. That should be going to council soon. I don't have a for sure date yet.
Right.
Don't want to speak on, but I know it's very soon.
I have to say, since our last meeting, I've swam every day, -2, for the last, literally the last month. Your staff that is there is absolutely remarkable. They are some of the most caring. Just can't do enough for the people that are there. Whether it's when I get there at 6:12 in the morning or when you lit 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's remarkable. I just want to commend you in terms of the people that are behind that counter and watching that pool. They're just remarkable.
It's a great team.
Yeah, it is. The facilities side. Other than standing and looking up that at the sky when you're taking a shower, which is very invigorating in the morning. I'm anxious to see this. Especially but it's beautiful stuff.
Okay, on to upcoming events here. So, let's see, first, our annual Festival of Frights actually took place last Saturday. It featured trick or treat stations, carnival games, and arts and crafts. We estimated about 600 people attended.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
Oh, you went?
I had so much fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Lots of candy.
Did you dress up?
Of course. No, I did not dress up. But I will this
Who has a conditioner?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. This Thursday is our Village Fest Halloween event. So it will feature a costume contest, monster movies, and a haunted bus, which I'm very curious about.
And I'm
Oh, the haunted bus is cool.
volunteering,
You're
and I'll be there. if
I
anyone
will be
wants to
there
stop
too,
by
so
and
we'll see you
say hi.
there. Next is the Halloween Carnival at James O'Jesse. So that will feature carnival games, haunted house, and a costume contest, and that's actually on Halloween day at 4 p.m.
Are they gonna let all the kids at this event know about the Village Fest event?
Yes. All right, and then Dia de los Muertos at the Muth. So that will be November 1st, 5 to 8. And it will feature food, free food, live music, themed games, and activities. And then lastly, we have our Veterans Day Parade and Concert. So that'll be on November 11th. Will take place downtown starting at 3:30. And that is all I have. in
They
regards
block
to-
the streets for that? They close the streets
Yeah.
off?
Mhm.
yes, they do.
Parade.
Yes, they do.
We love a parade.
We love a parade.
All right, that's it for me.
Okay. Ad hoc committee updates. Okay, fine. I'll start with dog park. We met with the dog park ad hoc committee last week or the week before.
Last week.
Like, Modernism week till now. What the ad hoc committee is really looking for are the sample chairs. And we're told that those are to arrive imminently. So let's hope that happens. But otherwise, the dog park community seems fairly happy. There's been some discussion about the small dog park in Duluth where some people want to change the plan. The plan's been in place forever. I don't personally see that happening. So that's the dog park update. Pickleball.
Pickleball. Aside from my work here on the commission, I'm also a neighborhood organizer for One Palm Springs. So I am in contact with folks affiliated with that organization. I haven't gotten any complaints with regard to the pickleball project or the temporary site. So it's running along smoothly. The ad hoc committee members are very happy to see the project moving forward. So that's where we stand with pickleball.
What neighborhood?
I represent the Mason.
Okay. Swim center.
Just on hold.
I feel like Nick gave us a proposed date of when it was going to go to council, and I know it's November, but I just don't remember which one. No, does
There's
that
only
not
one
sound
meeting
right?
in November, it's November 12th. First city council, so.
So I think maybe he has his fingers crossed for that, but if not, it'll get pushed till December, right? Okay. Public art, we have never met because the Public Art Commission has not said that they are ready to form the ad hoc with us. But in order to make that happen, I would encourage anybody who's on that ad hoc to reach out to that commission chair.
Where's the commission again? When is their meeting?
Anybody know?
Well, the last one was October 9th.
First Tuesday, second Tuesday.
What was the other one? October 9th, was that a second Tuesday?
It's a Thursday, so the one got moved.
Yeah. Anyway.
So it would be, so it would be this,
Probably next.
the 4th. Oh, that's election. Okay. Who's on it with me? Maybe we can go to one.
I'm not.
And
Maybe we can go to one of their commission meetings.
I believe it's November 6th.
Do that.
Except I could do November 6th. I could do November 6th. Their meeting's at 5:30.
Here.
I think we should do that.
Wanna do that? Are you on the art committee? You're out of town. Do you wanna do it?
I should be back in town by then.
Nancy, yeah?
I'm going to Nick.
Very nice. Okay, well, if you're not hungover, you wanna go to the meeting?
I'll be happy to.
November 6th, I'll meet you here at 5:30.
Okay.
Awesome. That way we can at least make a presence and just, we'll sit in the
Yes.
back
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just be,
Perfect.
smile.
Master plan and park enhancements.
So park enhancements, nothing really to add. John covered it with his project updates. And as far as master planning, I mean, there's things happening on the back end. One of the initiatives that we wanted to prioritize was communicating our programs and our activities. So I know that the department is working on a brochure that's going to be coming out in the near future. So looking forward to looking at that with the ad hoc. And just a reminder, when you are driving by or walking by the parks, take some time, walk through. If you notice any issues, go on the app and report them. It's just always good to make sure that we're out there talking to people and just being involved.
Good advice. So commissioner comments, as I told the golf, if I can go first. As I told the golf community, they are clearly not happy with the decision of the city council. If we can give them a voice, we could form an ad hoc like we have with pickleball and the dog park, where we have a couple of, maybe one rep from the men's group, one rep from the women's group, and then maybe one or two of us. I think it would go a long way to letting them know their voices are being heard. So obviously that means I need volunteers to be on that ad hoc. Commissioner Finley, one of them.
I know it goes hand in hand.
Park enhancements, art. We all know we
I'm a
like.
recovering golfer, so I'm a bit jaded, but I'll go to it, sure.
Okay. Does anybody else want to be on it, or do we think two is enough?
I bet you Alex would be a good person to also be
I
on
mean,
it.
she'd be great, but,
She's got a conflict. Doesn't she?
well, I mean, she's the manager of the O'Donnell Club.
Yeah.
That's not municipal.
Yeah, I think that, I think that,
That's a good idea.
I think she should also be on it as well.
I mean, I'm with you, I just don't want to force her
So
to
if
do
we
it.
still have, if it's Nancy and Michael, and then she can join if she would like to.
Okay, can we put that out to her? All right.
I think she would probably love it. Would you love it?
Text her.
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody else have commissioner comments?
Can we discuss Pride Parade?
Sure, that's a commissioner comment.
So, I designed a t-shirt. I sent it, Nick approved it, sent it to Riley. I don't know where we are with it now. It's a PDF file. It says Parks and Rec Proud, and it would be on white t-shirts. And when I talked to Nick, I think he thought like it would be a nice shirt for like everyone to have, just to have them for parking, anything. It doesn't have to be just for Pride. So are we all okay with that?
Yeah, I talked to him today and he said that it's with the recreation supervisor who should be ordering them.
So they'll do like small, medium, large,
Yeah.
extra large.
He did mention maybe like a small alteration in the design though, that I think he was gonna connect with you on, or unless that's already.
I'm okay with whatever they want to do. I just wanted to present something. And then we're gonna need signage for the car. We're gonna do one convertible, and then whoever, there's gonna be more than 4 of us. I know I'm gonna walk, Thomas to walk, or some of us are gonna walk by the car. So we'll have our shirts on, we'll be walking. Someone had a question.
Oh, about
Do you guys have any Parks and Rec hats? Do we have any
caps
do we have
or
any caps?
anything?
Okay.
Not currently.
Okay, no
That's
worries.
on the list that they would like to get.
But isn't the parade this weekend?
It's the 9th.
November 9th.
Sunday.
Right. I don't know what time we'd all have to be there when the car has to show up. It's signage on the car.
Did you already put in for the car in the parade?
So the special events manager should have all that information. Nick relayed that to him. So
Okay.
I believe you're set to go.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Nick's on it. So I think he just obviously not here to report on it. But
Yeah, I think he's,
here.
yeah, I think he's on because I've been talking to him about
Do
it.
you know what time the parade starts?
I think it starts at 10. No, maybe it's
Double checking.
10 or 11.
yeah, but we'll have to be down there early to get the
Yeah.
cars, to get the car spot wherever we're going to go, and then
Well, you'll need to know if
10
you're
a.m.
first quarter, first half, second half. Because if you're like in the beginning, you gotta be there like 8.
Yeah, they'll give you like a spot.
And then the parade still doesn't step off till 10.
Jose should be tough to you.
I hope that we're not gonna be first though. I think last year, we were in the parade last year? I was not. But anyway.
I mean, I was.
But we did the other parade. I was not in the pride parade. I was in the, we were in the Black History Month parade and we were not up front. We were like way behind, which was perfect because we didn't have to.
Just before the horses.
Right before what?
Is it just before the horses?
I don't
Better
know.
before than after.
Oh, that's
True.
So, okay, so then we're really good for Pride and I hope as many of you come and join us. T-shirts.
I'll wave to you from Bearba.
Are you gonna be at Bearba?
Huh?
Doing what? Just eating?
Drinking and eating.
That works.
And being proud.
Okay, that's great. I love it. Being proud of your drinking. That's good. Save some food for us when we're done. We'll hit you.
Does anybody else have any comments? No? Okay, wait. Do I need a motion to adjourn? I do, right?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay.
Parks and Rec, October 27th, commission meeting adjourned at 6:22 p.m.
Nice.
Sorry.
That's all right.